This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Space Sentinels, brought to us by Filmation. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Dual, the Big DTL. This, of course, is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So today's Saturday Morning TVLog is Space Sentinels. Space Sentinels was a sci-fi animated series produced by Lou Scheimer and the folks at Filmation, though originally titled The Young Sentinels and was renamed midway through its only season. Originally premiered on NBC in September of 1977. Now, it follows a superhero team during missions to protect the Earth, kind of in a way like the Green Lantern Corps, for example. Let me explain. 3 young Earth people were selected many centuries ago and teleported to another planet where they were given eternal youth and superpowers. They were trained and returned to Earth, where they are tasked with protecting the planet and its vicinity, similar to the Green Lantern Corps. Now, two of them are the mighty muscle-bound Hercules, and the swift and speedy Mercury, through superhuman feats, became the basis for the mythological Roman deities of the same names. And they are joined by Astrea, whose namesake of the Greek deity, but with unrelated powers, which I'll explain in a little bit. Now, their base of operations and living quarters is a spaceship hidden within the caldera of a dormant volcano. They are supervised by Sentinel-1, a member of a series of sentient supercomputers that command and coordinate Sentinel teams. Although the race that gave the Sentinels their powers is ostensibly humanoid. For missions anywhere on Earth, the team is launched through vertical tubes and fly to their destination through the use of rocket belts in their suits, which seem to have intercontinental range as well as hypersonic capability, although Mercury can fly even faster. For interplanetary and interstellar missions, Sentinel-1 transports them within the spacecraft, which has faster-than-light capability. Now, I'll explain. The reason why it was later changed to Space Sentinels, it was in the wake of the success of Star Wars, which came out the same year. Now, this kind of wouldn't be the... one Filmation show that kind of capitalized on that. Another show that came out the same year, which was the live-action Space Academy, and that'll be featured in a Saturday Morning TVLog, which I've got coming up in September. You'll be happy to know. I'm giving you a heads up on that. Which the people who worked on that show, they used kind of the same effects that were used in the actual original Star Wars. Yeah. Anyway, the show was set in the future, 8 years in the future from the actual original air date in the year 1985. This is seen in the 3rd episode, known as The Time Traveler, which you'll find out why when you see this episode, when you see the show. Okay, now I'll talk about the characters and their voice actors. Playing the blonde-haired and blue-eyed Sentinel with superhuman strength and is obsessed with exercise and healthy eating is Hercules. He's voiced by George DeCenzo, who would later go on to voice Black Star in the Filmation series of the same name. He would also go on to voice Hordak, as well as Bo and the Seahawk on She-Ra, also from Filmation. Let's see. DeCenzo also voiced Sentinel-1, and actually, he also appeared in an episode of Space Academy as well. Next is Mercury. He can run and fly purportedly up to the speed of light. Now, he's Chinese, though, and practices martial arts as a hobby. And I must warn you, he is usually the jokester. Although capable of flight like the other Sentinels, he often prefers to run at super high speed on the ground. And he was voiced by Evan Kim, whom that same year appeared in a little parody of Enter the Dragon in the cult classic satire parody flick called The Kentucky Fried Movie. He would also go on to play Dirty Harry's partner in the Deadpool. Yeah. Next is Astria. Now, of course, as I mentioned, that character is a namesake of the Greek deity, but she has unrelated powers, though. See, in the series, she can morph into any living form. Let me rephrase that: any Earth animal, and is the de facto field leader of the group. Now, she was one of the very few first black superheroes in cartoons of the era, where for that same year we got Black Vulcan in the all new Super Friends hour that same year, which of course that'll be coming up as a Saturday Morning TVLog in 2 weeks, and the following year's Super Stretch and Micro Woman featured in the Super 7 segment the following year. Which that's kind of a rare tune to find. Now, of course, I've mentioned about Sentinel 1, but I better tell you about him anyway. Oh, wait, I gotta get. Astria is voiced by Dee Timberlake. And before you ask, no relation to a Syrian singer, Because I'm pretty sure she's African American. Okay? Sorry, I was just trying to put it out just in case. Anyway, Sentinel 1, who I've mentioned, was also voiced by George Asenzo. Also nicknamed S1 for short, is a sentient supercomputer integrated into the spaceship who monitors all situations. He alerts the team about threats and provides advice and information during missions. He communicates as a large, hairless, holographic head projected within the interior of the spacecraft. Now, we do see other Sentinel computers seen in the series, including Sentinel 7 with a female aspect and the Prime Sentinel, the Supreme Commander depicted as a bearded older head, which you'll see that in the episode, which was actually called the Prime Sentinel. Now, the one character I did not mention was there is a little robot in this show called the Maintenance Operator, or Mo for short. Now, he's voiced by Lou Scheimer, who of course is uncredited from doing voices. This was still before he, was used a pseudonym known as Eric Gunnan. Now, Mo is a small, boxy service robot in charge of maintaining Sentinel-1 and the spaceship. Similar in purpose to R2-D2 from Star Wars, but speaking in colloquial American English, with an appearance somewhat similar to the maintenance drones in the film Silent Running. Now, Mo is infatuated with Astria and is often the comic relief, which would make him only the second comic relief from a Filmation show, because earlier that year we got Batmite in The New Adventures of Batman. Anyway, there would also be other voice actors, but they were uncredited though, like Alan Oppenheimer and Ted Cassidy, who passed away a couple of years later. Now, like many Saturday morning children's shows in the 70s, the scripts for Space Sentinels emphasized morals, though not having actual morals at the end of the shows, like The New Adventures of Batman and previous shows like Shazam and ISIS. They did give morals during the episode, including tolerance, understanding, environmental awareness, friendship, and teamwork. So many of the opponents were simply misguided or misunderstood rather than actual malevolent villains. And of course, with all Filmation productions of the 70s, the theme and background music were credited to Ray Ellis and producer Norm Prescott under their pseudonyms Yvette Blaze and Jeff Michael. Although Prescott's actual creative involvement is unclear, according to this. After 13 episodes were produced and aired, the show ended in 1978. Well, it continued on until 78. It ended in December of 77. It probably later got shown in syndication, maybe, but I can't guarantee you that, because I never knew about the show until the internet came along. In 2006, BCI Clips actually released a complete series. Hang on a second. Which I actually have here. Now, this, of course, features the complete series of the Space Sentinels, along with the Freedom Force, which also was a segment on Tarzan the Super 7 the following year. Hercules would be part of this group, along with Isis, Merlin, Sinbad, and Super Samurai, which I'll talk about them when I do the Super 7 series, since I've already talked about Tarzan recently. But anyway, this title's out of print though, so lots of luck of finding it, but no problem. There is a way you can see this. The full series is currently available on YouTube for free. Now, I know if you look up, I can't guarantee it. I think it's at some site called Classic Cartoons, which used to be Retro Heroes, and it's a little channel from Classic Media and DreamWorks. And, well, they should provide you with all 13 episodes. They're available there, just like Black Star is. Anyway, Space Sentinels is a pretty good show. Give me just a moment. I'm going to let you have a better look at the characters. Give me a moment. Now, here's an actual look at the actual Sentinels. I'm sure you can tell who's who: Mercury, Hercules, and Astrea. Yeah, those are all of them, as you can see. This is Sentinel 1. Yeah, the brains that provide the info for our Sentinels. And this little guy right here, that's Mo. Now, I will say you'll like him. He's pretty funny. Especially once you see him in the first episode. So anyway, now you know what Space Sentinels is. Have a better look at the characters. I thought I'd do that, just in case. So anyway, Space Sentinels would be a show I would recommend you check out. Like I said, all episodes are available on YouTube. Just try and look up Space Sentinels, and if you find where it says Classic Cartoons or Retro Tunes, then you should be able to find that show in no time. All 13 episodes are available on YouTube. So if you have seen the show, please tell me what you thought about it in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Alright, and now if you like this video, check out these other Saturday Morning TVLogs. I'll give you the two from Filmation I talked about. In the upper left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog for Black Star. The upper right-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog for Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle. And the bottom left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog from last week, being on Spider-Woman. So, and the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe to the Big D's channel, my channel. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., and the Saturday Morning TVLogs, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TVLog is Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.